Okay, so before we even watch this nonsense, which we know it's going to already be because it's Roniboney, and he's clearly gone fucking mental or something along those fucking lines in recent fucking months. Just look at that video title. Just look at that video title. Gears of War 4 succeeds where Halo 5 failed. Let's do the raw numbers on this. Let's just take a look at VG charts. Now, while VG charts is not the most accurate thing you can use, it's the only thing you can fucking use. And where does VG charts put Gears of War fucking 4? Well, let's just fucking check that shit out. Okay, Gears of War 4 is the worst selling Gears of War game apart from Gears of War Judgment, which released in fucking March or May or whatever the fuck it was, before the Xbox One and the PS4 launched later in the same year. So it launched in a month that nobody had any fucking money because it wasn't during the holiday season, and it released the same year as two new fucking consoles were on the horizon, and yet still managed to, and it was a spin-off, and it still sold 1.5 million. Gears of War 4 is not a spin-off. It's on new hardware. It sold 3 million copies. The Ultimate Edition of Gears of War 1 is currently higher than Gears of War 4. The Ultimate Edition, a fucking 9-year-old game when it was released, sold better than Gears of War 4. What does that tell you? It tells you that no one gives a fuck about Gears of War 4. And if your argument's going to be no one buys anything physical anymore, everybody buys it digital, then why did the Ultimate Edition outsell it? Why did the Ultimate Edition sell 3 million, and why did the Ultimate Edition sell 3.5 million copies, whereas Gears of War 4 has only sold 3 million copies? There's absolutely nowhere near Gears of War 2, 3 or 1. They are 6 million sellers, 6.5 million sellers. Nowhere near. So how did it succeed? It's in the same position as Halo 5. Halo 5 didn't even sell as much as ODST. It didn't even sell as much as Halo 1, Halo 2, and then you got Halo 4, Halo Reach, and Halo 3 right at the fucking top there. It's doing about as well as Halo 5 did. It's a similar. If you go by these fucking numbers, it's similar. What are you going by? We've got some physical numbers here, Oni, that basically say what you're saying there is horse shit. Gears of War 4 is doing just as poorly as Halo 5. And everybody who fucking plays the actual fucking game knows this, because the population is low. The population was low 2 weeks after fucking launch. How is it doing well? Makes zero sense. Let's take a look at the video and see what the fuck is going on here.
So when I think of games that I used to obsessively play when I first joined the online gaming community, two titles pop up in my head: Halo and Gears of War. In 2006, when I first got Xbox Live, Halo 2 and the first Gears were so popular and so good. But in the decade following, so much has changed with these titles to such a huge degree that I cannot stand behind Halo any longer. But I can stand behind Gears, something I thought I'd never say. So why is this? One word: mechanics. Halo has changed its mechanics and thus how it fundamentally plays in such drastic fashions with Halo 4 and Halo 5, and although Gears saw its fair share of blunders, Gears of War 4 has many facets representative of what I wish Halo had done. So mechanics, I've very little to say here, and that's good, because mechanically Gears has stayed true to its original 2006 form, and after
Bullshit. Bullshit. Ronnie, months and months and months ago, I did a video months and months ago that you responded to, where I gave you a list of things. So instead of me reading that shit out, let's find that video and let's see what I already fucking said to you. Here we go. Roniboney damage control, Gears of War 4. Here's my little list from that video, okay? Just to clarify. Gears Ultimate has better hit detection with the shotgun. The shotgun's had, I don't know, what, 79 patches for Gears of War 4? Still doesn't fucking work right. Bullets hitting you in Ultimate Edition don't drop your scope, which they do in Gears of War 4, and it rattles your gun all over the place. That ain't Gears of War. That's shit from other games coming into Gears of War. So, there you go. Mechanics being destroyed. The hammer burst is overpowered as fuck. The Lancer weapons are overpowered as fuck. That's not Gears of War. Instant active reload on all the Lancer weapons is retarded because it overpowers everything out of the spawn. Out of the spawn you can have an instantly active reloaded hammer burst. Nonsense. Bullets hit you and push you back, and the top speed is slow as ass like it is in Gears 2 and 3. So basically, you're restricted with your movement, and you get slowed down by bullets, which is bullshit. The new weapons, for the most part, are shit. Judgment pisses all over the game with fire, which it does.
Drastic changes that Judgment made, it made a return to its classic formula.
There you go again! There you go again! Judgment! Who cares? You're talking about Gears of War fucking 4. Get that Judgment fucking knife in.
With intelligent mechanical advances in Gears 4. Now, to get this out of the way, I know Horde mode suffers from the greed of microtransactions at times. However, a subscriber of mine, TUF Bubbles, has stated to me that in the later rounds you don't even notice the effects of microtransactions. I trust this guy, he's a real loyal sub.
What?
Has stated to me that in the later rounds you don't even notice the effects of microtransactions.
What? 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 What are you... What? 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 In the later rounds of Horde, you don't notice the microtransactions. Roni, you need to get some kind of IQ test set up for your fucking subscribers. Because that guy can't have a very high IQ. In fact, I'm pretty sure he must dribble constantly. Because he's talking absolute nonsense. The microtransactions affect your abilities in the Horde mode. You are forced to get better loot to improve one's character by getting several fucking cards, molding them together to increase your abilities to actually be able to complete harder difficulties. Whether it's round 1 of Insane or round 50 of Insane, that is irrelevant. You need those skills to complete the Insane. So who is this guy? Who is this retard? You did this on another video. You can't just drop people in there with absolutely no explanation for who they are. It's like you're making these people up. You probably aren't, but that's what it sounds like. Because where the fuck are you getting this from? And why would you repeat something without doing some fucking tests yourself? Why don't you play it yourself and figure this shit out? That would be the intelligent thing to do. But no, you're gonna trust some guy that's clearly fucking mentally fucking retarded.
TUF Bubbles has stated to me that in the later rounds you don't even notice the effects of microtransactions.
TUF Bubbles, take a seat, get the fuck out of here.
I trust this guy, he's a real loyal sub, he only plays Horde mode. A friend of mine, Brent, also only plays Horde mode, and they've both told me this, so...
Brent, fuck off, you fucking dick riding cunt. Never heard such nonsense in my life.
Look, I don't really play Horde mode, so if you guys want to dispute that, then go ahead in the comment section below. But apparently, at this point in time, the systems have changed so much that the microtransaction model is not as invasive as it once was.
Really? Because I could have sworn that the entire game revolves around the loot system where you have to buy microtransactions to do anything in the fucking game, including unlock weapon skins, which are released monthly now, which are completely random and you only have a limited time to fucking unlock them. So if you can't get them in time, you have to spend real money in order to get them before the fucking time runs out. So that includes the multiplayer and the Horde mode. But if we're just talking about the actual gameplay, if we're just talking about the fucking skill cards, then the skill cards apply from round 1 of Horde right through until round 50 of Horde. It makes zero difference with regard to the later fucking rounds. What does the later fucking rounds have to do with anything? You still need double health on your turrets. You still need double health on your fucking character. You still need to have that pickup distance on the fucking scout so you can collect the gold from further away. Try playing the fucking game, Roni, instead of talking to fucking retards who don't know what they're fucking talking about. Really? Really? That's so fucking intelligent, that is. Like, where do they get this shit from? Where do they pull this shit out of their ass? They're clearly fucking fanboys that just come out with garbage fucking statements. It's like me saying, oh, Halo 5 is the best game ever because, oh, it's got Master Chief in it. Whoa! Like, what the fuck? That's not an argument. That makes no sense. It didn't even... How the hell does round 50 have any bearing on anything? How does the later rounds of the game have any bearing on anything? You have to get better skills in order to play harder difficulties. In fact, you need the skills just to play fucking casual if you've got retards in matchmaking playing with you, which means you have to buy the frickin' season pass to actually play with your fucking friends. At least one of you has to have the season pass so you can fucking play that shit with other people. So you can actually use the DLC maps. The whole thing is just a setup to make you spend more money. But apparently, you can't understand that. And you just sidestep the Horde completely and say, well, this isn't my opinion, this is what other people are telling me. Bullshit, Roni. Bullshit. If those fucking retards want to make YouTube videos, that's fine. But you can't make YouTube videos and say, well, somebody else has told me this. Bullshit, Roni. You've got the fucking game. Fucking play the game and find out for yourself, you fucking idiots. The fuck?
However, the main reason people play Gears of War via online casual and competitive multiplayer has never been better. The content plan map-wise is incredible. Each month an older map from Gears 1 to 3 is remastered and added to the rotation. This is added in conjunction with a current map remix, flashbacks of Halo 5 come to mind, I don't like map remixes, or a totally new map made by the devs.
Hang on a minute, you're saying Gears 4 succeeds where Halo 5 fails. You've just admitted they're using the exact same business model as Halo 5 by giving you fucking remix maps and microtransactions. So how does it succeed where Halo 5 fails? It's got the exact same goddamn business model. And as we've just fucking seen, it didn't sell as well as its fucking predecessors. The same as Halo 5.
Coalition. Also, the DLC is free for everybody, and if you own the season pass, it only allows you to just play the developer playlist where you get double XP, more credits, and you get private matches with these new maps. So everybody has the map, the community is not split. Now this, alongside the already stellar and very Gears-like base maps, makes the multiplayer, in my opinion, the best in the franchise.
The best in the franchise, Roni. Fuck me. The best in the fucking franchise. This fucking game can't lace Gears of War 1's fucking boots. That's why Ultimate Edition sold fucking more. That's one of the reasons, is because everybody loved Gears of War 1. Everybody loved Gears of War 1's gameplay. So everybody fucking bought it to relive that fucking game because it was so fucking amazing. Nobody gives a shit about fucking Gears of War 4's gameplay. That's why the population dropped like a fucking stone. How in the hell do you figure that this is the best Gears multiplayer of all fucking time? That is complete and utter garbage and utterly subjective. The only way you could say that is because you like all the fucking changes that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. But if you like that, guess what? That's going against what you said in the video. You're saying it hasn't gone away from its classic gameplay, which is exactly what it has done to reach this point as Gears of War fucking 4.
Gears of War 4 also allows newcomers to the franchise a chance to experience the best Gears has to offer all in one package with these maps from Gears 1 to 3 and the great maps from Gears 4.
Do you not understand how lazy it is to keep rehashing the same maps? I mean, Blood Drive has been in every single Gears of War game apart from like one. It's not even like Halo where they may skip a game or something. They literally rehash the same level over and over again. Raven Down was in Gears 3. It was in Gears 1. I'm not sure if it was in Gears 2, but it was definitely in Gears 1 and Gears 3. And now it's in Gears 4. Say what you want about Judgment. At least all Judgment's maps are fucking new, apart from, yeah, you guessed it, fucking Blood Drive. But Gears of War 4, hey, here's fucking some level from Gears of War 2 that you didn't even fucking like in Gears of War 2, but here it is again anyway. No one gives a shit. The game is fucking dead. The population's atrocious.
Playlist-wise, it features something I loved about Bungie's Halo 3. Social and ranked playlists. With an
Brony. The ranked playlists are literally 2 fucking game modes. There's no such thing as social in Gears. You're talking bollocks. There's a social playlist that allows you to search with 2 fucking people. Which is fucking retarded in itself. That is just completely random. It's a bit like the MCC where you just have Slayer and then it can be anything on any game at any time or whatever. Except it's got all the game modes in it, and that's your social. Then you've got core, which is basically ranked. Core is ranked. It's not fucking social, is it? It's core. You still get ranks in it, and it's got a separate fucking playlist for every fucking game mode, which means you can't even play this shit because there's no fucker playing the fucking game. The fucking weapons work differently in the fucking ranked, in inverted commas, to the core mode. How retarded is that? You've got one set of rules for one set of game modes and another set of rules for another. It's like the TU playlist in Halo Reach all over again. It makes zero sense to do that. These fucking coalitions just are repeating the same mistakes that 343 made fucking 5, 6, 7 years ago. They're basically the 343 of Gears of War, but apparently, Gears of War 4 is so much better than Gears of War Judgment. Bullshit. Bullshit.
overall social quick play playlist, core competitive playlists, and an esports playlist. So there's lots to do, right? The game features a division-based ranking system. Now, I'm no fan of divisions. Look, I don't like division-based ranking systems, and instead I favor ELO or true skill systems. But having a ranking system in a game this competitive is essential. The game is next level awesome in versus mode, and this fact alone makes it worthwhile to buy.
So he basically admitted that all the playlists are fucking ranked apart from the social playlist, which you can only search with 2 fucking people.
Game types are high in quantities with Warzone, Execution, Escalation, King of the Hill, TDM,
All with separate playlists, which means you can't find a fucking game.
Guardian, Arms Race, which is basically team gun game, and Dodgeball, which is like Warzone and TDM combined. If you die, you're out unless your teammates kill an enemy player, thus allowing you to respawn.
Or Dodgeball, where you can't find a fucking game and you have to sit there for 10 minutes just to get into a fucking match because there's no one playing it. At least that's what happens on my server, because no one's got the fucking game. The game sales were shit.
Now, Wingman, the multi-team variant in Gears of War, is absent, and I don't like it being absent. I want it to come back. But what we have at the moment...
Last thing we need, Roni, is more playlists in a game that has no population. Do you understand how retarded you're being now? Let's have more playlists in a game that's got less population than Gears of War 3. Why is a game that's got less population than Gears of War 3 got more playlists than Gears of War 3? Could it be because retards like you just go along with it and don't fucking say anything?
Moment is honestly great in this game. Now, I don't play Horde, like I said, so it wouldn't really be fair for me to go in depth into it. But from what I've heard, it's fun, but the microtransactions, like I mentioned, can impact it negatively in the fewer rounds, in the first few rounds. So,
I'm not going to comment on it, but I'm going to say something that's completely unfucking true that makes zero fucking sense. If anything, the first fucking rounds don't fucking get affected by the microtransactions, because you can do the first few rounds standing on your fucking head, playing the fucking game with your feet, just chainsawing motherfuckers. How does that make any sense? The first few rounds have like 4 enemies in them, or maybe 5 or 6 or 10. It's the later rounds have like 50, 60, 70, 80 fucking locusts fucking swarming at you. And you have to fucking shoot shit everywhere. You need double health. You need assistance with those fucking later fucking shit. And you need more fucking help with harder difficulties. It's not rocket science. So where the fuck are you getting this? Oh, the earlier rounds are fucking ruined. How can the earlier rounds be fucking harder than the later rounds? Microtransactions or not, that makes zero fucking sense. I don't even understand where that's coming from. I fucking don't get it. Who are these idiots? Please, somebody find these idiots. Find these fucking idiots. What the fuck?
However, it's not all bad. Gears of War 4's greatest asset is crossplay. PC and Xbox...
How is that the greatest asset? That's ass, man. The fucking PC people are a bunch of dodgy motherfuckers. Thank fuck you can turn that shit off.
Can play in social and competitive against each other. Now, people are going to scream about PC having an advantage, but a controller user has the ability to outmaneuver a keyboard and mouse player, as this game is built for controller use.
Bullshit. This game is one of the worst fucking Gears of War games for outmaneuvering anybody. You get stuck on walls more easily than ever before. The forward rolls when you forward roll, or if you're in a fucking sprint, or if you're diving sideways, take longer to come out of than ever before, so you can't fire your weapons sooner. So the maneuverability has been cut down tremendously. That's a huge problem with the game. Yeah, apparently maneuverability is all the fucking rage. Bullshit. Bullshit.
With WASD is not comfortable, but aiming with the mouse is superior to the sticks. I use the best of both worlds and play on PC now, formerly on the Xbox One, with a PS3 navigation controller for movement and the mouse and my programmable buttons for aiming and general play, and it works really well and it's really comfy. This PC facet is such a large selling point in my opinion. Unlike Halo 5, you gave Forge and Customs along with the browser for free on PC.
How is that a large selling point? The game came out fucking months ago. There's no selling point because the game fucking came out last year. So what do you mean, what's selling point? The game has fucking hit its stride and it ain't going to sell many more copies now, is it? It was a game from last year. Okay, this is the time in its life where it's going to start to chug and the population is going to drop even more as people peel away and play new shit that's coming out. It's not rocket science. So how is the appeal cross-play that wasn't even there in the fucking beginning that no one gives a shit about anyway? The only people that care about cross-play are people that are actually on fucking PC and don't own an Xbox One. No one else gives a shit. Who cares about fucking playing the game on a PC if you own an Xbox One? And quite frankly, putting your fucking IPs from your console on the PC was a stupid idea to begin with. Can you imagine if PlayStation was like, fuck it, let's just stick Uncharted 4 and Horizon Zero Dawn on the PC? Genius move. Yeah, that's really going to help them sell more PlayStation 4s. There's a reason Sony is ahead in the fucking console race here. There's a reason that they're outselling the Xbox 2-1. And that's because it's a better fucking system. And that Sony haven't lost the fucking plot like Microsoft have. Fucking dude bros like you can't fucking turn it all around now and be like, yeah, genius idea, crossplay, it's such a great idea. Because it isn't. It's a terrible fucking idea. One of Microsoft's worst ideas this console generation was crossplay. One of the worst ideas ever. That's why Sony's keeping out of it. They don't want to crossplay fucking Rocket League with other fucking shit. They don't want to crossplay on the PC. They don't want to crossplay with the Xbox. Fuck it. You want to play on PlayStation? You want to play with people on PlayStation? Buy a fucking PlayStation. Simple. Sony knows what they're fucking doing. End of fucking story.
See, Gears 4 is made for PC, and that is clear.
How the hell is Gears 4 made for PC when it's a game that originates on console and the PC version at launch was broken as fuck compared to the console? It's clearly a port of the console version, because when they release them on this Microsoft fucking shit on the PC, it doesn't run as good as it does on the console, and then they have to patch it for months and months until it's running anywhere near what the console's running at. Even though the fucking frame rate and shit is higher and all that, it's just not optimized correctly.
Coalition have also patched the game properly and adequately, with the Nasher especially, according to user feedback.
Hold on a minute, Roni. Wasn't it you that said there was no fucking problems with the frickin' Nasher and shit way fucking back? You said that the multiplayer was like frickin' near perfect. So if it was near perfect back then, how the fuck can they have improved it? How can it be improved if it wasn't fucking broken to begin with? Now you're just fucking twisting what you said originally.
Gears of War 4 feels very fine-tuned. Which brings me to my conclusion on why I really think Gears 4 has succeeded where Halo 5 hasn't. Ego. Halo was a top dog, and 343 has an ego when given negative feedback. 343 devs tell players who want classic gameplay to play MCC, which is insulting. Whereas when the Gears community want a classic game with smart innovation, fan favourite maps and great features, they get it. So
bullshit. Bullshit. That's all I'm going to say. That's bullshit. What fan was asking for a night version of the fucking windmill map? Nobody was. So what are you talking about? Who was asking for that shit? Nobody. You're talking bullshit, man. You don't even play this fucking game. You don't play the fucking Horde mode, and you barely play the fucking multiplayer. Okay? Are you going to be attempting the inconceivable campaign, Roni? I don't think you are, but yet here you are. I know everything about Gears of War. You don't know shit. You don't know fucking shit. Bullshit, man. Where's this fucking video fell out of your arse from? Are you fucking serious? Okay, don't touch Gears of War. You don't know nothing about Gears of War.
Something has to change through Halo, and they only need to look at Gears 4 for how to make an entry to an inherited franchise without alienating the entire player base that built it.
Then why did it sell less than all the other Gears games? The same as Halo did. I'll tell you fucking why. Because the game's fucking wank. The campaign's full of fucking robots. The campaign fucking sucks. Okay? The gameplay fucking sucks. It's not as good as fucking Gears Ultimate, which is why Gears Ultimate sold more than Gears of War 4. Hello. Okay? It's not as good as Judgment. Judgment came out at a bad time. It came out at the beginning of the year, the same year the Xbox One and the PS4 released. If that game had come out at a better fucking time period, it probably would have sold as much as this game did, and it was a spin-off by completely different developers. This game is also part of Microsoft. This game is also part of potentially 343. When people see Halo 5's gay microtransactions, then they see the exact same shit being done in fucking Gears of War fucking 4. It's not hard to think that maybe they go, I've seen this fucking dog and pony show before. I ain't buying this shit. It's not rocket science. Yet here we are. Gears of War 4 does it way better than Halo 5. It's got exactly the same business model. It has exactly the same ridiculous microtransactions, maybe even worse. And yet here we have once again Roney defending the fucking game. And he probably doesn't even play it even, what, I don't know, 1% of what I play it. And I think it's a pile of shit, so how does that make any sense?
Thanks for stopping by.
Feel free to subscribe. See you later.
Makes the multiplayer, in my opinion, the best in the franchise.